There's a gnawing question burning in the hearts of those who have built, shaped, and moved wealth in ways few understand. Where does it all go from here? After the deals, the growth, the exits, and the endless pursuit of better returns, what's left when every edge of traditional investment feels dry, repetitive, suffocating? It's not just about money anymore. It's about what power really means in a world that offers comfort as a cage and freedom as an illusion. The real frontier isn't stocks, bonds, or private equity. It's something rarer, something infinitely more complex and deeply human. It's the ecosystem of family offices. Consider for a moment the sharp pulse of frustration beneath every founder's polished exterior, every investor's seemingly confident poker face. They've mastered markets, built empires from scratch or from inherited legacies, yet many feel trapped in a cycle too rigid to break. Systems supposed to serve them have become their masters. The glaring truth? The wealth they manage is often sideways, stuck in silos that breed isolation. They're surrounded by advisors and consultants, yet real connection, the kind that sparks transformation and unlocks untapped potential, is rare. They carry the weight of generational responsibility, the looming question, how to preserve not just capital, but identity, purpose, and freedom beyond their lifetime? This is no small thing. It's a silent storm pounding on the gates of everyone who dares to think differently. Now, what if the family office is not just a structure, not a number on a ledger, but the last uncharted territory of private wealth? A realm where the usual rules don't apply because the rules themselves were made for a different age. Here, the true game isn't just managing assets. It's about forging a legacy empowered by unbreakable alignment of values, vision, and autonomy. The most exceptional individuals, the ones who refuse to bend to comfort and consensus, see this. They recognize family offices as more than storage vaults for wealth. They are powerful hubs for shaping the future. But this power isn't given. It's seized, earned through radical reinvention of what legacy even means in a fractured, illusion-filled world. The brutal reality is that few family offices break free from inertia. They lose energy on endless administration, risk-averse strategies that drain the fire from innovation, and fractured relationships within the wealth they steward. Most are locked in a box, overly cautious, overly managed, overly disconnected. It's a trap disguised as tradition and prudence. Here lies a hidden pain felt too quietly, the gnawing fear that the wealth will outlive the will, that the spark of creativity and disruption that built the fortune will flicker out under layers of bureaucracy. This is a slow death, draining joy, meaning, and impact. The question is, how to revive this flame and not just survive, but thrive beyond any standard baseline? Here is where everything changes, where family offices can become the final frontier, not because they are the last piece of a puzzle, but because they can be the first step toward a new reality. Imagine family offices stripped of old shackles, transformed into agile, fiercely autonomous networks of individuals and ideas. They become ecosystems where the rare genius is no longer isolated but linked, where the radical, the misunderstood, the restless coalesce into an unstoppable force of creation. This is no fantasy. It's a tangible possibility for those who dare to reclaim sovereignty over wealth and influence. So how to break free from the buried chains of comfort and conformity that trap so many? The first truth to embrace is that conventional wisdom is a dead end. Risk avoidance is often a death sentence in disguise. Comfortable portfolios built to weather storms quietly kill the spirit of growth. The call is to be ruthless about what legacy really means, not just preserving wealth, but amplifying the very individual will that sparked it. This means transcending the role of the family office as a safe bank vault and turning it into an engine of transformational power. Start by questioning every assumption about governance, investment strategy, and family dynamics. Stop letting legacy become a prison built by past generations. Instead, design structures that honor autonomy first. Align leadership not around endless meetings and committees, but on shared vision and fierce trust. This often means inviting conflict, embracing disruption inside the family office itself, and rejecting harmful comfort zones dressed up as stability. Radical transparency and fearless dialogue become the lifeblood. No more hidden grudges or unspoken rules strangling opportunity. Then, decentralize fiercely. Family offices must stop mimicking monoliths and instead foster a networked approach. Individual leaders within the family empowered to make bold moves, connected through smart systems that encourage collaboration, knowledge sharing, and dynamic decision-making. This is where technology meets human imperfection. Tools alone won't save you, but used smartly, they amplify human intention and liberate free thinking. The aim is to build a network, not of followers, but of fierce individuals who challenge the status quo while bonded by a common mission. The third step is to redefine what investments mean. Yes, financial returns matter, but impact is the currency of the future. Align investments with values that transcend short-term gain, projects that rebuild fragmented systems, that serve communities beyond capital gain, that foster new technologies to solve real human problems. Family offices have the scale and patience the market souls crave, but usually lack. Use that power to back what the system ignores. Pioneers on the edge, risky dreams with massive upside, and misunderstood innovators who challenge existing paradigms. True wealth isn't just what you accumulate, it's what you create and protect for the next generations of disruptors, builders, and visionaries. Perhaps the most overlooked secret is this. Family offices can become sanctuaries for the rare and exceptional, spaces where misfits, rebels, and the misunderstood find resonance and runway. The world's old systems reject these individuals because they cannot be controlled or optimized. But within these rarefied networks, difference isn't a problem, it's a crucial asset. A family office designed as a powerhouse of individuality encourages each member to pursue their highest potential, supported by complementary talents that forge collective strength from diversity. This is the true power that many do not see. Because the world tells us that unity means conformity, but that is a lie. Unity lies in difference, not sameness. Family offices that grasp this become a new kind of force. They unleash the brilliance of individuals who together become much more than the sum of their parts. They dismantle silos to create an autonomous network that doesn't just protect wealth, but propels humanity forward. Of course, this path demands patience and courage. It's not for the comfortable or compliant. The old world will resist this transformation fiercely. It fights change with all its might. But the alternative is a slow demise of everything these founders, investors, and leaders have poured their lives into. The discomfort of digging deeper, questioning longer, trusting differently isn't weakness. It's the price of freedom. The greatest victories come to those willing to burn, to reinvent, to embrace the unknown rather than cling to hollow certainty. So if there's a restlessness inside, a quiet tension that whispers you were made for more than repeating tired patterns, this is the sign. Family offices hold keys not just to preserving wealth, but to unleashing a new era of true autonomy, meaning, and creating beyond constraints. They are the final frontier not because there's nowhere else to go, but because here lies the chance to redefine reality altogether, where sovereign choice, radical alignment, and dynamic synergy come together to break free from every illusion the world feeds us. Remember, what you hold in your hands isn't just a family office. It's a living, breathing ecosystem of potential and power that can shatter outdated limits and build a future not imagined before. The rare few who claim this truth become the architects of what's next. They say no to the comfortable lie of status quo and yes to the brutal, beautiful journey of becoming. Because in the end, wealth isn't just about money. It's a force for those bold enough to transform it into freedom and legacy beyond the system's reach. This is the new horizon, the last wild frontier where the future is forged by fire, will, and unwavering purpose. It's time to cross that line and never look back.